What's poppin', Big Sippers? It's your girl, the Brittany G.
And Notorious too. And you're tuned into another episode of
AunTEA
Talk. So you already know we start the show with our sip tea. For today's sip tea, we have punch. It's a juice. It's just juice today. Brittany just Brittany. Which one did you mix?
I mix. First of all, we drinking Minute Maid juice, and it is mango punch and fruit punch.
Okay.
So
Okay.
punch.
So yeah, we got a double punch for today's sip tea. And like Brittany said, the razzle dazzle is in there. And it's just very refreshing. So I know y'all probably like 2 episodes back to back. They not drinking no liquor. Y'all, first off, we're being very productive because we're actually shooting 2 episodes today. So yeah. And
Again,
we had a time last night. So yeah.
so we sober today.
But slide into those sponsorship opportunities, sis.
So as you already know, AunTEA Talk, we have sponsorship opportunities for all the dope Black-owned businesses, such as tea companies, aromatics such as candles, candle waxes, plugins, anything that gets the aroma going, adult games, adult beverages, and what else? Plant companies.
Yeah.
Plant companies. So if you know any dope Black-owned businesses locally or you know in the United States, nationwide, make sure you send them or you follow us. You come to us on AunTEA Talk and check us out for our sponsorship opportunities.
And also, if you're a minority-owned business, we have a tea shop where we offer promotional opportunities. So if you're interested in promoting your product or service in a unique way and joining our tea shop, email us at AunTEATalkpodcast@gmail.com, and that's for sponsorship opportunities and joining the tea shop. So let's go ahead and give my check-in. Y'all, Brittany phone be on some more shit. Brittany phone be on some more stuff.
And I think this is like the 3rd episode they done caught my phone on some shit. Alright now. We done told y'all already. But
we're gonna check in with us. I'm gonna let you do this.
so again, like we said, we had a time last night. And the reason why we had a time last night is because by the time this episode comes out, it'll be my last day at being 30. And so we celebrated. I did an early celebration for my 31st birthday. If you don't know, it is Gemini season. It is Gemini season. And I celebrated my birthday early because I go to Greece next week for a week. And I come back like minutes before my birthday. I feel like I'm going to bring my birthday in at the airport. So I had the most lavish, but no, I had a cool ass picnic. Like my whole
Game night.
Picnic game night. We didn't really play games. It was more so picnic, turn up, kickback outside. But when I tell you, like, we had so much fun. Like, it was like everybody really came there to enjoy themselves, and that's exactly what happened. Like, so many people kept saying, like, man, you got to do this again. Like, it was a vibe. How many people you think was out there? Probably like 50 people.
Yeah.
It was probably like 50 people out there, and then people were coming and going at the same time too. But I pretty much like made it very open, like to everybody. Bring your own picnic essentials, like hookahs, drinks, or whatever. Then we had Little Hollies out there. Little Hollies sold out, and that was my whole game plan when I first started the idea. I hit Till and Lex up, which of course are the owners of Little Hollies, and I was like, look, I'm thinking about this idea to have a picnic for my birthday, and I want y'all to sell drinks, and they was all on board. So I'm so happy that they was able to do that, and they sold out, and they had everybody lit, bro.
Literally,
like,
the whole party was lit off Little Holly.
Lit. But yeah, we had a good ass.
And the plug.
Oh yeah, so okay, so also one of our plugs, and if you don't know what plugs is like a vendor. We're the connect and they're the plug. And we had one of our former plugs come out. Her name is Dreamy Rose, and she makes just like all different types of arrows, and they be good as hell. Had her come out there, and all that money she made was to her. So I was like, no vendor fee, nothing. Just come out here, like, and we had a good ass time.
Yeah, and she got the salmon, the
Sammy.
Yeah, that one. The little salmon, spinach dip. Egg roll.
And that's what I had.
Man, that motherfucker was busting. Oh my god. So yeah, we had a time last night. Like Britt said, we got lit. Y'all.
I'm surprised we still got our voices because we notorious for losing.
Yeah. We did not lose our voices.
That was God, because God knew we had 2 episodes to record. We did not lose our voices.
Yeah.
We had so much fun. It was 1 o'clock. It was 1:05. We still was just sitting out there vibing.
We didn't even know.
When did it get 1 o'clock in the morning? It felt like it was like 10:30 at night. Like,
it felt like a good solid 10:30.
And none of us knew how late it was. That's how you know you was having a good evening.
We had a time last night. So yeah, that's why we taking it like for our sip tea again. But yeah, that's really all the check-in we need for today, cause you. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into tea flip. We have intoxicated.
We brought intoxicated back out tonight.
So I'll pop it off. I'll pop it off. If you ever damage a significant other's property, take 2 shots. I haven't. Have you?
It wasn't theirs. Does it count?
We ain't gonna count. Nah, it wasn't theirs.
Okay. If you ever went through a phone or device, take 2 shots.
Toxic. But I definitely don't do that shit.
I was just about to say that.
I don't do that. I started doing that shit years ago.
Cause I ain't going deep sea fishing. We need to be brought to me. Will be brought to me.
Yeah, what happened? Yeah.
I don't got time to be stressed out.
If your read receipts are on, take a shot.
If you ever text your ex or old fling after seeing them posting on social media, take a shot.
I'm just gonna drink because I'm sure.
You probably have.
I probably have.
Yeah, that's what it is. What it is.
So this gonna be the last one.
Yeah.
If you ever travel more than an hour for sex, take a shot. Damn. We drunk a lot. We toxic.
If you ever put your phone on Do Not Disturb or silent before showing someone your phone, take a shot. Now, I don't think I did that one.
Because they going to see the little moon at the top.
I don't think I did that one.
They going to see the moon at the top. So, ain't no point in doing that one. Oh. Good legs.
Shawty got the vice grip. I put your bitch in there. I put your bitch in the lead line.
Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this tea spill, sis. Whoa, I was drinking juice. I think I'm really tired.
Yeah, I'm a little delusional.
Yeah, I'm really tired. But so for today's tea spill, this is 30. We're just gonna have a conversation about
this is 30.
Being 30. Like my sis said, by the time y'all see this episode, this will be her last day of being 30. So I'm gonna let you pop it off. This your show.
Okay, well, I took a screenshot of my Instagram post that I made on New Year's Eve going into 2022. I made a TikTok of pretty much like what I've accomplished or what I've done that year, but mainly since 30. So the caption said, I did everything I wanted to do in 2021 except one thing, but it's coming in 2022 with prayer emojis. I traveled. I enhanced my body. I started 3 businesses. I got matching tattoos with my sisters. I turned 30 and had the best birthday. I had not one but 2 surprise parties, even though one of them I found out 3 days before. Got 2 gyms. And then I put, but it ain't even last for 24 hours with a rolling emoji. Visited my daddy for the first time since he passed away. I got LASIK surgery. I went to an Erykah Badu concert.
Y'all see what's behind this. Y'all already know.
I went to Erykah Badu concert, and I celebrated 5 years of being locked, and I finally got my vending machine. And last but not least, I hosted Friendsmas at my house. This year has its ups and downs. I battled a lot, but smiled even more. I did a lot of self-reflection. Prayer life got better. Started researching for a therapist, and I started that. Or start researching for a therapist to start the year off, etc. I'm ready for 2022. Thank you, 2021, for it all. Peace. And I'm still in that happiness that's coming with growth or whatever. But what my focus on right now is like pretty much, like I said, bettering myself and having more of a desire to actually want to be a better woman. I'm really enjoying the growth that I'm seeing, and I have a desire to want to grow more. I have a desire to want to learn more, like just different types of conversations like turn me on, not even in a sexual manner or nothing like that, but it just, you know, I'm fucking with it, like I want to talk about that. So that's where I'm at with 30. Where you at?
That's what's crazy is I kind of broke down everything into categories, so that would fall under, for me, mentality switch. Like my mentality has changed a lot since I've been 30. One being, I just love about being around people with similar interests as me, similar mindsets. You know, just people that I can learn and grow from.
Right.
And I like those conversations, like those goal-driven people. Like I just like being surrounding myself around that positive energy. Another is like I realized I made a change in the music that I listen to. Like I went to listen. Granted, I still listen to rap like hell, but I prefer soul. I prefer like soul, R&B, like the
you auntie.
Yeah. Like let me listen to some, even like Summer Walker or Kirby, Malaya. Malaya. I think that's how to say her name.
Okay, that's what I say too.
Yeah, but yeah, just like different artists like that. So yeah, it's definitely been a change in my music selection. And then another thing that I stopped doing, or was a mentality switch for me, since being 30, is like I just kind of stopped feeding into negativity. Like I just really just overall stopped being around people who I just feel were just negative all the time. Like I don't want to be around like I'm not even finna manifest no negativity. Like so I've developed the habit of just like with the affirmations and things like that. Like I no longer really say that I'm trying, I'm gonna do or I'm doing, like, and not even saying that that's negative, but just I'm just trying to bring all type of positivity into me, and that's what I've been basically feeding on, positivity.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I can dig that.
But since you said something about the birthdays, I want you to tell them about your 30th, your first, the one that was,
Okay, so for my 30th birthday, I've always, and I've been saying this for pretty much my whole 20s, like when I turn 30, I want to do an African tour. I've already been to Africa before because as y'all already know, like my family's African or whatever, but I wanted to explore like other countries in Africa. So I was like I said, I want to do an Africa tour, but the pandemic happened, so that altered my finances. And then I had also just I pretty much was making a decision from either getting so it was pretty much like the pandemic is what kind of was the reason why I didn't do the Africa tour anymore, because Africa isn't like one of those countries that you can just go all the time. Like I done been to Mexico and Jamaica a few times, but Africa is all the way across the country. Like you gotta do different things. Well, across the world, you gotta do different things. Like you gotta have a visa. Like you don't gotta have all that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you gotta have a visa. You really supposed to. I don't know right now, but I know back then when I was younger, you had to get like different vaccines and all that.
Yeah, I do know
or whatever. So with the pandemic going on, I just knew like certain things, everything wasn't back open yet or whatever in certain places. I know, like I said, it's not a place that you'll just go to all the time. So I wanted to get the full experience when I go. And also I had the choice to make between either BBL or the tour.
Yeah.
So I chose BBL because the tour wasn't going to be the tour that I actually wanted to do. So like I said, in my whole 20s, I didn't know what I was going to, I already knew what I wanted to do for my 30th birthday, and it being that I couldn't do it no more, I just didn't have no plans. I was just like, well, shit, fuck it. I just, kick it or whatever. And I do remember Till asking me like a month or two before my birthday. It was like, you sure you're not doing nothing for your birthday? And I'm like, nah, I'm dead as I had been saying, like, I'm not doing nothing for my birthday. I'm not doing nothing for my birthday. And if you know me, like, birthdays are a very big thing. Like, I'm always celebrating my birthday. And for me to be like, I'm not doing my birthday, it was kind of weird to not just Till, but a few more people, because the other people be looking forward to my birthdays or whatever. And so boom, fast forward, the week of 3 days before my surprise cookout, I was having a 90s surprise cookout. I found out about my cookout, and how I found out about it is because I was getting checked on it, like, why the fuck I ain't get invited to your cookout? And I'm like, nigga, what cookout are you talking about? And it just, it went from there or whatever. So I did find out, and before I can even get home, it wasn't even 30 minutes later, Till already knew and was texting me like, you don't gotta act surprised, because the people how I found out is one person's invited someone, but I don't think they put emphasis on that it was a surprise party. And when somebody's having a surprise party, and you're inviting other people, you're supposed to put emphasis on that part. Yeah. Surprise, don't say nothing type shit or whatever. So I ended up telling them like, y'all ruined my surprise, because I was really hurt by it, because I always felt like I would never be surprised, because I'm always doing something for my birthday. And I told them like, whoever put it together, because at this time I'm not knowing who put it together for me yet. So I told them like, whoever put it together, I know they worked hard for this shit, because it's gonna be hard to surprise me. And I said, I'm just still gonna act like I'm surprised. Man, 15 minutes later, this bitch hit me. First of all, she got attitude with me like I'm the one who ruined the surprise or something. But it was just, she was upset. But she was like, you don't gotta act like
you ain't gotta act surprised. Party council.
So I'm like, bro, no. You got me fucked up. No, surprise me. No, what the hell? Well, at least to let me know who you told, so I can invite other people, make sure, other people are there that I want to be there or whatever. So that was the first surprise. But the second surprise, I'm really grateful for that, because these are some people that, I met from college or whatever, and although we don't talk on a regular basis, and we're not like in the same circle, like we just kick it all the time, one thing we don't do is we don't miss each other's birthdays.
Yeah.
We always, like, we know we gonna link up anytime throughout the year. It's gonna be for one of our birthdays type thing or whatever. And they weren't able to make it for the original surprise, so they took it amongst themselves to plan with Till to throw me another surprise. And I genuinely was surprised, because I just was not expecting it whatsoever. Not knowing, like, we all had a set time, like when I got off of work was coming, not knowing they already over there. They threw me a pajama party. It was real intimate.
Yeah.
It was like, did you see it again?
Oh, wow.
It was real intimate. Like, it was probably like 6 to 8 of us.
Yeah.
And we had so much fun. And you ain't never do it to TikTok either.
Because they end up deleting, remember? You know, TikTok with the drafts, like,
okay.
if you
yeah. So that was my 30th birthday.
Dang. We dead ass don't have that TikTok.
That was right when the I'm such and such, and I think such and such gonna be the drunkest.
Yeah.
That's when they had just came out. Man, we had some.
Man, and it was B Valley.
Yes, we named it B Valley, and P Valley just came out.
We had stripper name. We had our exotic dancer name.
Yes, that was gonna be a fire TikTok.
Yeah. And for my 30th birthday, I did a road trip, Cali, Atlanta, Vegas road trip. So of course we're in Atlanta, so that's where Atlanta come from. But we flew to Cali. Stayed there for, I always forget, 2 nights.
We go on Thursday or Friday?
Thursday.
So yeah.
2 nights, and then we did a night, and we left Cali, drove to Vegas in the Scooby-Doo van, and stayed there for a night. But we had a time there, like for real. Cali, what did all we do? We did the yacht boat party.
Oh yeah, we did that as soon as we touched down.
Yeah, we didn't have time to really get ready how we wanted to. But yeah, we did the boat party. We tried to do, for whatever reason, Cali was cold when we went, and it was windy as hell, and it was September, and that's one thing that really just threw us off was the weather.
Because we didn't really want to be out in the cold.
Yeah, we didn't want to be out in the cold. But like. One night we decided that we were gonna go to the club.
Yeah.
But we had to go back to the house, and because we went to brunch that day, and y'all already know brunch can be an all day type thing. So when we left, finally got to the house, it's like, okay, y'all go ahead and start doing what you need to do so we can get ready and go. Of course, we stopped at the dispensary. So motherfuckers decided they want to take edibles. And I said, y'all, let's just wait till everybody take their shower and stuff so we can make sure we go out. Not y'all done took y'all edibles and got stuck.
I don't be sure it's
stuck. So, yeah, I got an attitude because we could have took our ass to goddamn... We could have stayed our ass at home.
We did not go out.
So, I took it upon myself to be a mature adult and lead the situation. First, I went outside with my speaker. Then I came back in. I went downstairs, and I started watching one of the shows that I was looking at that time.
It was a little dramatic, though.
Yeah, I have.
It was a little birthday behavior with it, though.
I personally don't feel like it was birthday behavior because,
I feel like I would have done the same thing too, but it's still birthday behavior.
I would have did, man. Anyways, but yeah, and I had my show playing on my speaker because mind you, I had went outside with my music with the speaker, so I came back inside with my speaker or whatever, started looking at the show or whatever. But yeah, so the next day, TT gonna say, since you were mad at us last night, why are you asking me that? You know I was mad at y'all, like, you know this shit. Y'all saying got stuck after I told y'all not to do the shit. So yeah, but it still was a good ass time. Went to Vegas next day, pool party. We had went to dinner that night.
Pool party was lit.
Yeah, the pool party was lit. Yeah. For dinner, I had everybody in satin dresses and sneakers. And if you know me, I love sneakers. So I'm that type of girl, like sneakers and a dress type girl. So yeah, we did that ensemble, but it was a good time overall. I think we both really had some good 30th birthday experiences for real. So what's some other things that's like, what else is 30 for you?
One thing with 30, I have made the ultimate decision on what I'm going to accept from others in all types of relationships, like an intimate relationship, friendships, family, co-workers, anybody, any type of relationship, what I'm going to accept. Like, and really choosing me first.
Yeah. That's another. Yep.
That's been a big step for me, especially like I said, I was in that place of my life before, and I'm trying to get back to that. So I'm really putting me first.
Yeah.
So this week I've been practicing that a lot. Just trying to make sure I'm happy all together, because I can't be this certain person for myself, let alone other people's, if I'm not happy internally all the way.
Yeah, for sure. I did all what you said. Both of those things. Put myself first. I'm learning, like, basically balance as far as it relates to putting myself first, because like we said in previous episodes, like in the black community, like we were raised to just be there for others, but long term that shit don't work. Like that's why grandma, all them, they stress the fuck out because they taking care of everybody else and not themselves. No, you got to take care of you first. You can't pour from a empty glass. So yeah, put myself first. Definitely focusing on that and my happiness and my peace. Like when I say I'm heavy on the peace,
yeah.
Like if I can't have no type of peace around you, I don't need you around me at all. Like that energy shit is real. Somebody getting airlifted. I know it's not.
And I know I've been saying this a lot, and it's because I actually am doing it, and I'm gonna keep saying it. But being intentional with my prayers. So, I've really noticed a difference when I know, like the past 3 weeks, I haven't done it. But at the beginning of the year, I bought this daily devotional book or whatever. I would do it every day. Before I even touch my phone or before the day or whatever, I'm going to say my prayers. I'm going to read my daily devotional and try to at least figure out what's my plan for the day or whatever. And I guess because I've been so overwhelmed and so much been going on for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been consistent with it.
Yeah.
I noticed my days are different.
Yeah.
So this gonna have to be something that I really gotta
get back in. Yeah.
But I'm happy that I was able to test it out for like 3-4 consecutive months to actually know that
see the difference.
Yeah.
That it made.
Yeah. For real. But even with life coaching, to piggyback off what you was just saying, like just putting yourself first or whatever. She was telling me, like, one thing about me, like, I have all these great ass ideas, or I'm trying to be so many different things, but I do something for somebody else before I would do it for myself. And like how I was just saying in the previous episode, how I want to do all these things, but when it's time for me to do it, it's just like I tense up, I shy away from it or whatever. And the perfect example was like what she said was, we gotta respect ourselves, give ourselves that same respect that we give to others. For example, like when I used to teach, like I knew I would stay at work for hours to make sure I wouldn't have to come home and do no work, so I would stay at work a little longer or whatever. But here it is when it comes down to I'm trying to be an entrepreneur. Well, I'm not trying. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'm going to be a serial entrepreneur. When it comes to that time for me to actually focus and stay on task or whatever, I've been I got time, or I keep putting it off. But shit, I used to be at that damn school at 10 o'clock a few times, like out the week or out the month or whatever. So she was basically like telling me, like, put that same energy that I used to give them kids or them kids' parents or shit, even the principal or whatever, like give them that same, give myself that same energy. Yeah.
Also, I would say I started giving myself grace. That actually helps with my anxiety and all that too. Giving myself that grace, because I'm so harsh on myself and with and all of that. So definitely, you gotta give yourself that grace. You gotta give yourself that respect. As you, the respect like you have for others, you gotta give yourself that same respect, and you gotta give yourself grace. You're not perfect. You're human. And that's our issues. Like, we feel like as humans, we just gotta be perfect. I know that was my issue personally. Like, I just always, I I can't fall short.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot fall short. Another thing that I would say for me, I know you said entrepreneur, like my mindset, like in the entrepreneur field, has changed too. Like, granted, I always been the type, I'm gonna do my research and all that type of stuff, because one, I was a business marketing student, so that's just me using what I learned to implement it now. But you know, like my business, the new business that I'm starting, I'm really taking my time. Like, and I remember when I first started Vital Booth, like, granted, Vital Booth is something that I had wanted to start like back in 2015, but I didn't actually start until 2019 because it was fear, self-doubt, and all of that. But even when I did decide that I was going to do it, yeah, I did my research, but I didn't really do as much as I could have done. Like, it was just more so of, all right, I'm ready to start this business now. Let me, like, while I'm still in this space, let me go ahead and try to start. So it was like one of those rush things. Versus now, I'm really taking my, like, a bitch really feel like she in school again. Like, I'm dead ass reading, like, research papers, like, because I'm putting together my business plan. So I need to really dive in, because I'm not spending my personal money on my business. I'm getting grants. So I'm making sure I have all this information, so when it's time for me to start doing this type stuff, I know what all the information that I need. So, like, my mindset is when it comes to being an entrepreneur, I'm thinking long term versus just now. Like, this business is going to be here for my kids. Like, and they may make it into something else, but it's going to be around.
I done said this before, but I feel like 30 has definitely been dear year for you to step out.
Yeah.
To, like, allow me to reintroduce myself. Like, that for real. Like, that would be the song.
Yeah.
That'll be the song for you. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's crazy because we've been friends for years. And it's just like, when you be talking these days, I be like, damn. I be in awe. Like, these be real.
Woman, Mari.
Like, these are real reactions I be giving. Like, damn, that's what's up. Like, and I be telling you more. Like, you really motivate me in ways you don't even know. Like, she just said she be sitting here like she in school again. She's reading research papers and shit, like, on her business, and make sure that this shit, when it pop, like, it's gonna kick the fuck off and do what it needs to do. Like, can't do nothing but salute it.
I ain't trying to be the person. Nah, I'm trying to be the motherfucker where my money make money for me. I ain't trying to work. I'm gonna have folks working, but I want, what is it? Residual? No, is it? No. It is. The income that you don't have to physically do anything. That's not residual income. It's called, I can't think.
Is that the passive one?
No. It's not residual passive. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that's I want that, because I ain't trying to work. I'm trying to live my life. I like to travel. Like, we like to travel. I like to do certain things. You know, it's a lifestyle that I'm aiming for. Like, I'm trying to live that life. So I gotta make sure I build this shit right, so it won't be no hiccups. Granted, it's gonna, like, life is life. Life is gonna life, period. But I'm trying to prepare myself and cover all ends, so it won't be something like a big ass major surprise.
Shit, like you say, it's a lifestyle that you want to live. And how I was just saying earlier today, like, when I hear, I guess lately I've been hearing that I'm bougie, and I'm okay with it. And the way that I say I'm okay with it, because, like, bougie with, I don't feel like I act bougie, but certain things are like, oh, I gotta have
standards wise.
Yeah, standards wise, and like I'm saying, I'm okay with it. I'll be that bougie girl, like, because that's the lifestyle I want to live. I want to have nice things, and I don't, you know, and there's nothing wrong with it or whatever. Shit, and that's why, like, on certain, I look at certain things like the what is it? Black girl with luxury TikTok, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I love those TikToks.
Love it.
Cause it's
motivates me. Like I aspire to be that, and that's okay. Yeah, you got that.
Get me right.
I'm gonna have this too. Yeah. Introduce me and show me some new things that I'm going to liking for to implement into my life. So yeah, black girl luxury. That's the thing for me for 30.
For sure. Also, I would say something about this being 30. This is 30, baby. Your body not the same. I feel like your mind, your body, like it knows it's 30 and it just do a switch
instantly.
Like
instantly. You remember? I'm put a pause on what you about to say, my bad. But when we went to Vegas last year for Kay's birthday, Kay's birthday in January. His homeboy, his birthday is I think January 3rd, just a few days before his. And he had just turned 32. I mean, not 32, but 30 as well.
Yeah.
And he was telling him while we were in Vegas, boy, your body finna start, blah, blah. And so Kay nigga, you just turned 30 down there yesterday. Nah, the body hits immediately. It's it's literally like a switch. You 30, all right.
Yeah.
Knees, let's decline a little bit. Even with shit, while our sip tea ain't no spike tea today because that recovery period,
that bounce back ain't the same.
We ain't shaking back like how we used to shake back before. And it's not even a hangover. It's literally your body hold on, bitch.
You did a little too much.
You stop. You was about to go do this, that, and the third at 9:30 this morning like you used to do when you were 20.
No, ma'am.
Nah.
That's actually what I got in my notes. That bounce back after a night. And like you said, yeah, we be knowing we drunk. We having a good time or whatever. But it's just that next day, you don't have no hangover. It's just my thing really for me, my stomach don't be settled. Either I'm going to keep eating, I'm always hungry the next day. Or I don't have an appetite to eat nothing, but I'm still hungry. I want to drink Powerade and not water when I really need to be drinking water, but the water just don't taste right. So I'm drinking Powerade. It's hell. It's what time? It's a whole nother day. It's 12:30. And my stomach really now just getting set. Remember I just said I'm hungry.
Yeah.
My stomach just now, a whole day later.
That's sad. It take you a whole day to recover.
A whole 24 hours to fully recover. So yeah, that bounce back ain't the same at all. And like how you said with the body, yeah. My friend had posted on her story how they trying to do a alumni kickball game.
Yeah.
So I said, it's Brittany. And I was like, man, I want to do this kickball game so bad, but the way this body set up, I'm not taking my ass out there because I'm going to pay for that shit. Just like when I cleaned the garden the other day.
Your body will hurt?
Brittany, my body just stopped hurting. Yesterday, probably. It ain't the same. You got to make sure you stay active. When you start getting up in age, for real, just stay active, stay busy. Whether you just take a daily walk, a morning stretch, a nightly stretch, just keep your body active because the moment you just sit still
too long,
it's a wrap.
But I can even say, I guess because my job, I'm standing up for so many hours, but it literally didn't start happening until after I turned 30. But now my left foot swells sometimes. I be having had that bitch
elevated.
Even if I don't get a nap before work, sometimes I might just have to go elevate my feet to lay down a little bit.
For real, the shit is different. But guess what? I love and enjoy every freaking moment of it. No cap. I love being 30. I remember before turning 30, it was just Oh, we about to be 30.
I embrace it so much. I love it here.
Yeah. I fucking love it here.
Like, I'm in a different mental space. Like, and I'm still growing to be in an even better mental head space. But yeah, I'm living 30. Shit, one of my friends, this girl, she won't embrace whatever age she is. She, for the longest, she would be 23.
Yeah.
And now I think she like 27.
Yeah,
but
like
she's the oldest out of all of us. But I think now her new age is kind of like 26, 27. And yesterday I had her get my number balloons blown up. And of course it was a 3 and a 1. So she was like, you old? And I'm like, but bro, you're already 31. No, I'm not. I'm like, alright, bro. Like, embrace that shit. I'm not embracing it. But it used to be so funny because we used to be like, oh, that old hoe. Anybody 30 and up, you old ass hoe.
Yeah.
Now look at me, living my best life in my 30s. But I do say, like, 30s really is the new 20s. Like, these, I'm not even 31 yet, and just 30 itself has been amazing, a life changer for me, like a major difference. Like, I'm really moving how I want to move, like getting closer to really the woman I'm going to be.
Like you said, allow me to reintroduce myself. Like, 30 came, a lot of growth came with 30, and that's just like, I think that's what makes me so happy about it. Because granted, you have these aspirations or this idea of what you want to be in life, and like, I just see myself becoming the woman that I aspire to be. So that's why I'm just enjoying, and I'm having a lot of the experiences that I have wanted to have. Like, I've had people to enter my life, and I feel like they came right on time. So it's just been an amazing journey experience thus far. You got anything else you want to add to this spiel?
Not really. We are done touch bases on everything else.
Yeah. But for those who are 30, tap in the comment section. Let us know how y'all experiences is with being 30. And that doesn't necessarily have to be 30. It can be 30 to 39. Like, let us know y'all experiences. And for those who are under 30, let us know, like, what do y'all expect for 30s to be like? Like, do y'all fear turning 30? Is that something you're looking forward to? And I would say this, I started trying to, like, I'm trying to get out of, I'm going to get out of the mindset of saying I'm old. Nah, like, I'm wise. Like, it's so much shit that I done learned, just over time. So it's like, if I'm staying in my 20s, I'm not growing. So you just gotta, when I say fully accept and indulge in the fact that life is just going to life, that's the only way you're gonna really be able to enjoy, the things that come with it. So that's all I got.
And I would say my advice to anybody is that's approaching 30, do not beat yourself up because of these by 30.
I was scratching my nose.
These by 30, like, deadline that you give yourself. Oh, you gotta have this done by 30. You gotta do this by 30. Like, it's really your own race, your own pace. Like, for real, it's really your own race, your own pace. And I notice, like, a lot of times when people go into depression, it's close to that milestone birthdays because, I gotta have this, I gotta have this, I gotta have it. Granny, don't get me wrong, like, of course you would want to have it, but if you're not actively working on it all the time, it's probably not going to come when you want it to come. And even if you are, it might not be time right now. So you really just got to understand it. So I do want to let y'all know, like, if you're not a homeowner by 30, I know that's like a big thing right there. You got to be a homeowner by 30 or whatever.
Married.
Yeah, you got to be married and have kids and stuff like that. If you don't, again, your race, your pace. Yeah, like,
it's okay.
And it's very hard because social media, like, will slip you into those depressions when you start seeing your peers doing everything what you said you wanted to do by that time. So, because what made me really think about it is really, a few weeks ago I saw something on Twitter and it was like, this girl said, I'm 28, and I can't remember verbatim, but it was like she tweeted, she's 28. Y'all that's over 30, please tell me that I'm gonna be okay if I don't have everything that I said I was supposed to be done. And like, I felt like that was like an amazing tweet because so many people was responding to her, and it is like so good because we'll beat ourselves up, we'll run ourselves ragged, like we'll slip into like a deep depression, and you don't even really have to. So do everything you want to do for you, and don't beat yourself up about it. Like Tia been saying, give yourself grace for what you have done.
Yes, and be thankful for what you have already, and don't have, because honestly, like one of the affirmations that I had seen, it was like, you haven't missed out on an opportunity. Yeah, you don't miss out on opportunities, because at the end of the day, what's meant for you is meant, like, it's going to be for you regardless. Now the time frame in which that happens, or whether it happens or not, it just depends. But what's meant for you will happen, and that's just point blank period.
And speaking on that, it's okay when you're like say for instance, if you're going for a promotion at your job and it's something that you gotta say, you might have to take a test for it or something like that, and you didn't get it, like, don't beat yourself up and just like completely give that dream up if there's something you really wanted to do, because it might not just be your timing. Like, I had, like, when I just read my caption for closing the year out last year, I said I did everything I wanted to do this year but one, with the prayer hands, because now when I think about it, I wasn't ready. I definitely wasn't gonna be ready. Like Tia said, she taking her time with the business that she's working on now. Like, I probably would have been. I think my life chaotic right now. I wasn't ready. I feel like everything that I'm going through right now is good,
preparing you for
this.
That. That's exactly what it is. So you gotta appreciate what comes with that journey overall. No, you may not like it at that moment, but it's for you to succeed in the long run. Basically.
And it's okay to have your moment. Like, for example, like I was still saying about if you apply for, you was trying to get a promotion and you didn't get it. So of course we're human, we have emotions. If whatever emotion you have immediately, you can have that, but don't live in it. You try to feel it, understand it, and then work towards, either if you're going to continue with the work, overcoming and pushing harder for it, or moving forward. You can't live in that funk. And I think that's it for the tea spills, guys.
Alright, so we're going to slide into our
Vibe on Demand.
Our Vibe on Demand.
So you can go ahead first.
Okay, so my Vibe on Demand is Insecure.
Okay.
My girl Issa. So I watched Insecure. I've watched the whole every season. I'm done. I watched it as it was going on. But lately I was just been in a mood, like, I really want to watch Insecure, like, and my ass is on season 2 of Insecure, like, just binge watching it all over again, because I really enjoyed that show. And it's just like, what I like so much about Insecure is it's so relatable. Like, her experiences, like her and her best friend Molly, like, just everything, and the things that Issa experienced, like, it's so relatable. And just going back looking at all these episodes, it's just like, dang, I remember this happening, I remember this episode, like, all this type of stuff. So Insecure, if you have HBO Max, it's on HBO Max. I don't know where else to find Insecure at, but that's my Vibe on Demand.
Alright, so my Vibe on Demand is another person that I found from TikTok. And so, y'all, I love TikTok and Twitter. But her name is Jack the Queen on TikTok. And I want to say she's Atlanta based. I've seen her say something about like Atlanta before, but like I said, her name is Jack the Queen. And the reason why I like her, she was on my For You page, and then I just started, like, going to her page after that, and like once I like somebody and I see something, I'm just gonna look, dig into them. So that's what I did with her. And the reason why I like her is because how we be saying things that we feel we should know or we want to know at this age, but sometimes we need it just broken down.
Yeah.
Guess what she do?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what she breaking down though?
What?
48 laws of power.
What?
And she calls it baddie affirmations. Affirmations for a baddie.
Oh yeah, I need send me her page.
I will.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she really breaks that down. I know like a lot of people say the book is too intense or it's too much. You can't really fully, grasp it or whatever. But I feel like now is the perfect time because we've all tried to read it before and we just were in a place we weren't ready for it at that time. And I done started seeing her for like the past month, and then I, was been talking to other people about the 48 laws of power. So I feel like it's really time for me.
Yeah. And I said that to Brittany too. Like we had a conversation about that. It's a very intense book. And they don't use layman terms, so I found myself reading, stopping, looking up the word, reading, stopping, looking up the word. Like, yeah, and I get tired of doing it, and just I feel like I wasn't in the mind space to really read it, but I do feel like I'm in the mind space to read it now, and I actually would. I wanted to tap in for that though. As I'm reading the book, listen to hers, what she has to say in reference to it too. But yeah.
Oh, something else I did want to talk about with tea spills is when you was talking about like, just being around like-minded people or whatever. Mm-hmm. We just recently started something with the study lunch.
Oh yeah.
And, like I can just see it, and like how we were saying, we want to start implementing the manifesting. Mm-hmm. Like I can just see it right now. Everything that we're gonna be studying for or working for during our study lunches, even when we pick back up, because June just a busy ass month for me. Mm-hmm. Birthday month, but it's gonna happen for all of us.
It is.
So I'm pushing it on 30 and 31 and everybody else the rest of their ages. Like I'm pushing it for us.
Oh yeah, you didn't even tell them what you're doing for your 31st birthday.
Oh my gosh, I didn't. So for my 31st birthday, I am going to Greece.
My girl's like,
yes, I'm going to Greece for my birthday. I'm going to be gone for a week. And I'm going to 3 different places in Greece. I'm flying into Athens. So I'm pretty much doing like 2 days in each city. I'm flying into Athens. Then I'm going to go to Santorini, and then from Santorini I'm going to Mykonos, and from Mykonos I'm gonna go back to Athens for one last night, and then come back home. So yes, your girl is going to Greece. I'm going all the way across the world.
Been around the world tonight.
So yeah, I'm definitely. I know I can already feel it. It's gonna be an amazing ass check-in when I come back.
Yeah,
like, I'm ready.
I can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to hear it. Dang, we done went from tea spills to vibe on the band back to tea spills. It's all good though. So, but we're gonna go ahead and slide into
question of the night by Notorious Tim.
So, I told Brad I want to do the question of the night because what's crazy is right before I got here, well, like as I was getting ready to leave the house, my cousin ended up calling me, and he was like, him and his girl was having a debate or whatever about a post that they seen on Facebook. So, basically, the post was the question. I'm gonna bypass all of that. The question is the scenario, and then the question is the scenario is a girl, this lady and this guy were sexting over time, let's just say a couple months, whatever. Sexting, like they communicate via FaceTime, just all, they never met each other face to face. So, it got to the point where they were ready to meet face to face. And so he was like, okay, we can go to Roof Chris, wine and dine, and then we go to the hotel and do what we do or whatever. So she said, well, you're going to spend about $200 at Roof Chris. Just give me that $200 and we just go to the hotel. So it actually was a two-part question. The first question was, who was right, who was wrong in that situation? And then what happened was he ended up blocking her, like, after that, like, after that. But who was right or wrong in that situation? Answer that first. Who was right or wrong in that situation?
I don't think anybody was right or wrong. Because, I mean, she does have a point. You're going to spend the money anyway. But he, on the other hand, is like, we've been sexting. We already know we're going to have sex.
Yeah.
Because we've been sexting for over some time or whatever. But I still kind of want to get to know you. So let's enjoy this date.
Yeah. That was my same response. I said those exact words. I was like, I don't think anybody is wrong. It just really depends on the person and what they want. We don't know what was established before. We don't know if they was trying to move into like something, you know, a little bit more serious, or what he actually wanted from me. Probably wanted more than sex. So yeah, I want to wine and dine you, and then I want to smash you, versus just smashing you or whatever.
You gotta get this shit wet.
Yeah. So that was my response too. Second question: is it tricking when she said that, you know, just give me the money, we do what we do, you gonna spend it anyway? So is that tricking or not?
Tricking on his behalf?
Tricking on hers.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my answer too. Because at the end of the day, prostitution basically is you're exchanging money for sex. And like how my cousin was saying, he was like, at least, I was like, then, because this girl was like, well, he tricking, he trying to wine and dine her, but at the end of the day, when he whining and dining, he's still getting something out of that wine and dine versus him just giving you, giving you the money. Like,
I'm not getting a benefit out of it.
Like,
I'm getting a good meal. I'm getting good conversation. You know, when we sitting down whining and dining, I don't have a problem with, you know, and a lot of people are like that. Like, a nigga will, we can go out and have a good time. I spend some money on it with no problem, but me just giving you some money, I don't really know about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the question of the night. And also, like, we had added, like, this conversation ended up going into like, we was going on and on creating scenarios. So then it was like, okay, so what if he just, if he just be like, after they have sex, he want to be like, all right, you need some? Like, I was like, no, it still wouldn't be tricking. Like, at this point, it's an investment. Like, Shawty got to get shit. Like, okay, I got to make sure I got to pay to play at this point. So I still don't find like it's tricking. I don't think it's tricking on his end if he do that or whatever. But yeah, so tap into 1, our tea spills, and 2, our question of the night. Let us know, is it right or who was right or wrong in the situation of the guy blocking the girl after she said just pay to play versus wine and dine.
Well, what did they end up doing? Did they actually ever link up?
I don't know the specifics of it or whatever. And then also let us know, like, was it ever any tricking? Is it considered to be tricking? You know, if
and fuck the it ain't tricking if you got it. Is it tricking? Yes or no?
Yeah, please. But that wraps up
episode 11
of AunTEA Talk. This is 30. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and follow us on Instagram at AunTEA_talk. And if Brittany has nothing else to say, it's deuces to y'all folks. Until next time.
I see y'all when I'm 31.